concentration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Already need down to finish.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at the 3, and he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
180! 180!
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Keep it skinny. Load it. Hey, here we go.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Taco Charlton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Come get some. Come on here. Hey, 79. 79. Undercross. Check 26. Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
49. 180. Mike, 49. It's coming this way, Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
57.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. That's good for 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. The play fake to Balazs. Now Rosen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, alert. 57.
On 3rd down, Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16.
We saw everything we needed to see right there. Timing, anticipation, and accuracy. And when Josh Rosen throws a slant, if you're the receiver, get your hands up. Otherwise, the ball is going to stick right between your numbers in your chest.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 2nd down.
I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, Delta. Start.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got 4.
To throw, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Los Angeles.
Begin. 180.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Kimdichie. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch safety. Cluster. Safety screaming. Safe. Go.
Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good. Dolphins.
On the delay, it's Balaj. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
6-6, pull it high.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Right here, right here.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series, and the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game. Dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder at the end of the second quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off, exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the two teams, and led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime. To throw is Rosen. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First down, Chargers.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On second down, this is Jackson. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Rivers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll run for it with Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A second quarter score from down in Houston. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch. Shoot. He's crashing. He's 0. Easy. Hey, Zeus. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey.
Now Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Benjamin. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Load it! Load it! Hey, Haywood!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Load it. White, 80 high.
Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run on first down with Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. They'll run again with Jackson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rivers hands off to Eckler, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now Rosen on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On third down, Rosen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And Wilson has it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Alpha! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot! Hey, ready! Behind!
On second down, Rivers again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Step 180, 390. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Behind.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Black 15! You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They're all finished in the bout down in Houston, and it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. A win would be their second on the young season. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulled in. First play of the drive going for complete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Parker unable to get that one, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing